Inside Russia's hidden black community. Video by Pooty. This video has almost 2 million views in a week, and it's a really great video, man. I did not know that the black Russian scene was even a thing, but I guess I shouldn't be too surprised.
When I get the tattoo, like 50,000 of subscribers get off from me. Like,
bro got a Putin tattoo? What?
1 hour.
Niggas like Putin over there? Okay. Yo, Putin riding around without a shirt on is crazy. Like, imagine Trump riding a horse with no shirt on, bro. That would scar me. Russia. All right. Oh, these is niggas. Look at the dreads.
Видишь, запал, запалил свое черное ДМА, запил, упал, встал, но могу с холста, по устам бить, мозг фаустом, фастом, 365 год мерз, 365 год я мерз, должность, блядь, в ушах.
That shit ass. I don't know Russian, but I know ass when I hear it. Hold on, pause. Wait a second.
Мерда.
Yeah, can I get a number 3? And just put the fries.
You see, you could tell that shit was ass because he was like, yeah, that shit was not hard, bro.
I was searching for the right guy for this video, and after a year of searching, I stumbled across Sam, a black guy born and raised in Russia who knows Moscow like the back of his hand.
Wow.
This is Black in Russia.
Born and raised in Russia. Bro, hooping with Russians, I feel like them niggas will stab you.
When I think of Russia, I think of cold, political stuff. Kind of like a place not to go if you're from where I'm from. But I don't really know too much about it other than cold and like politics. You know what I mean?
You won't believe what I'm about to show you in Moscow. But I see that people from the US have no idea that there are even black people in this city.
Yeah.
In Russia, we're living, doing our thing. Yeah.
I didn't know either. Like when you think of Moscow, being from where I'm from, you don't expect black people. Like when we think of Russia, we just think of white people. We never consider like a black community in Russia. You know what I mean?
And you don't even think that black people could be doing fine in a city like Moscow. A language way different from English. A culture way far away from Africa.
Even just hearing you speak Russian, that's just, to me, is like, it don't even feel real.
The idea is to celebrate blackness.
Yeah.
There is not a spot in the world where black people don't do good. Wherever you put a black person, we will find our way.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And through my life story and the life stories of my friends, I'm about to show you that we always find our way. You can't stop us, bro.
Yo, like pre-shorty in the back standing up. They like basketball over there. Okay.
It's time to experience Russia, experience Moscow.
Like mad people standing up and shit. Like they like basketball. That's dope.
Let's do it.
I don't really think of basketball when I think of Russia. But we know Europe produces some really talented basketball players. We know that. Especially East Europe. You feel me? I feel like these ain't the same kind of white people we have over here. You know what I'm saying? We got some amazing white people over here, no doubt. But this is a different breed of white people, bro. This is a different breed of white people. It's kind of like how Africans they're different from African Americans, right? From black people in America. Just, I mean, culture-wise, the way they think, the way they move. You know what I'm saying? Not saying it's a bad thing. It's just different. And I feel like these Eastern Europeans, you know, I occasionally go to a kickboxing gym where I live, and the coaches, they're all from Eastern Europe. You feel me? They all sound like Khabib, you know? Like the way how they talk, their accent is crazy. Anyway, and them niggas can fight, bro. I would not fuck with these Eastern Russian or these Eastern European niggas. These niggas can fight. But yeah, they just have a different energy to them, bro. A different vibe to them. For one, they don't seem at all scared of black people. It's interesting.
So Soviet Union isn't Russia.
Soviet Union is like 40 countries.
So is that the same thing as USSR?
Yeah, Soviet Union, USSR, that's different names for the same country.
But Russia was one of the countries in that.
Yeah.
When I like think of Russia, this is what I think of, these buildings.
When Soviet Union reached its peak, they started building identical shits everywhere.
Right.
Schools, housing, groceries, everything was the same. That is why you get the feeling when you're in Belarus, they're in Russia. Or if you go to even Poland at some extent, you feel like you're in Russia.
It was the same infrastructure throughout the entire...
The
Okay.
The flags, the toilet, the street names.
Yeah.
Everything.
Oh, the street names too.
Like in any Soviet Union, you have a Lenin Street as the main street of the city. And you have a bunch of like squares that the same in any Soviet Union street.
Tell me about how you ended up in Russia.
For you to be black and in a country like Russia, it has to be something bizarre. In my instance, my dad was sent to the Soviet Union in 88 or 89 to study.
From where?
Oh, really?
So you're Nigerian?
Yoruba boys.
Yoruba boy.
Yoruba, no Yoruba, what the fuck? I know in America, Yoruba.
It's common for Nigerians to come to Russia?
It has to be a bizarre story, it's not common.
And it was probably a lot less black people then than now?
At a point in my life, I knew only 2 cities in my hometown, black families, mine and a friend of ours.
Wow.
He decides to try it out. He kind of like it. Then shit go left. The Soviet Union collapsed. You have the Hungry 90s, and he still decides to stay.
What's the Hungry 90s?
The Hungry 90s, that's after the Soviet Union collapsed. Russia had like 8 to 10 years of lawlessness, total lawlessness.
What's that movie, Purge, where it's like all crime is legal or something?
Crime is legal.
You're
police.
lying. So someone, like cop could see someone knock somebody out in the face and nothing happens to them?
Nothing happens.
Your mom is Nigerian too?
Both my parents Yoruba.
Do you consider yourself more Nigerian or more Russian?
My base is Nigerian. My spirit is Nigerian. But the way I speak, the way I interact, the way I talk is Russian European.
Because you were born and raised there?
Yeah. But like whenever I'm talking about something deep, like where my energy comes from, that's totally.
That's dope,
So let me
man.
say this. In the States.
Yeah, it just goes to show that even if you're in a space where it's majority white, if the home base, if your parents are on that pro-black shit, if they're not on some, wash out all of your culture and all of your ancestry and all of your history and just don't see color, if they're like, no, man, you're African, you're Nigerian, you're Black American, you're Jamaican, you're Caribbean, whatever it is, you feel me? You're like, yo, no, that's where you and your people come from, and that's important, and you should be proud of that. That doesn't need to get in the way of you still, melding with the community around you. You can be unapologetically black, whatever your culture is, and still get along with everybody and be a part of your community. And so this idea that you oftentimes see being pushed by white supremacist Christian nationalists, that the only way that an immigrant can really integrate into American culture is by completely stripping themselves and essentially disavowing their culture and their history and just commit to being American, is complete bullshit, bro. It's complete bullshit.
There's this type of black person that too white for the black kids and too black for the whites.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're too Russian for the Nigerians and too Nigerian for the Russians?
I had a moment like that in my life until I went to uni. Before that, everything I had about my black experience was knowledge, but now it shifted into experience. Most of us, we have this conflict of identity. You have no blacks around you. You try to act as the people you see around you. That's the Russians. So like, yo, I'm Russian. Speak the language. I like only white girls. I listen to Russian music.
Right,
so
yeah.
Nah, I'm not African. Once you're black, bro.
Right.
Wherever you at, Russia, China, US, they will let you know.
In Brazil, there's black Brazilians, right?
Yeah.
In UK, there's black British people, right?
Yeah.
What if it's just like y'all in the early stages of having y'all black people to where it feels like it's not like a melting pot?
Yeah, but all of you have your American experience. The Mexican American experience, the white American experience, the black American experience.
Right.
When you're growing up as a black person in Russia, the first thing you do is neglect your second part. But people around you will always let you know you're black. Always.
Yeah.
So the first thing you have to do, what I'm very grateful to my dad for, accept the fact that, yo, I'm an African born in Russia, and trying to find that balance.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Russia look kind of hard, bro. Russia look kind of dope. I ain't gonna lie to you. It looked like a place you might want to go check out, maybe.
man. Pootie.
Yeah, personally, yo, the Russian propaganda, Chinese propaganda, Cuban propaganda, I don't really buy into that shit too much, bro.
Pootie, bro. Good to meet you. Pootie. You chilling? Good, bro.
Oh, wow.
Good to meet you, man.
Nah, these are niggas. They got niggas over there. Okay.
Yeah.
Heard some good things, man. Heard some good things. Pootie.
Pootie. Like Putin.
Like Pootie with a P. No. He said Pootie like Pootie. No. Oh, you got a Putin tattoo.
Yeah.
That is insane.
exact.
Show it real quick. Show it to the camera.
That's insane, bro.
Where'd you get that?
Like 1 year ago. Like,
What's the significance of the Putin tattoo?
I'm Russian nigga. Who the fuck?
Is there a lot of black folks who rap out here?
Not really, but all of my guys rapping. Like I'm the one famous black rapper in Russia.
Oh, you're like the biggest one. Bet, let's go inside, check
Yeah,
everything
let's
out. Y'all Russian handshakes be killing me. In the US, we call that the Mexican handshake.
I ain't never heard of that.
Nice to meet you. Pootie, nice to meet you.
That's Sophie, my girl.
Good, bro. This is where you do all your songs and stuff?
No, I'm doing all the jewelry.
This is girl over here, the guy who said he the biggest rapper. I mean, look, I feel like you gotta give these Russian niggas a pass, bro. They ain't nothing but snow over there, you feel me? and look, men are gonna be men, bro, you know what I'm saying? And look, there's nothing wrong with dating a white woman, you feel me? We talk all the time about what is the real problem that we see with some guys who they don't even fuck with black girls. You know what I'm saying? They have a negative view of blackness and black culture and black women, and they if they gonna fuck with a black girl, she gotta be super light skinned. You feel me? And I feel like a lot of anti-blackness is in that. But the real pinnacle of being pro-black is that a black man can do anything that a white man can do. You feel me? And we don't look at white men who date black women as being betrayers of their race. And so it ain't just about, oh, you only, I see a lot of that in the pro-black space. Like if you're not dating or married to a black woman, somehow that is like a betrayal to your race. And there's historical significance behind the idea of that, especially here in America, only dating black. But me personally, I think being pro-black is about empowerment. You know what I'm saying? It's about truth. It's about authenticity. There ain't no, like, the moment you put rules and regulations that, oh, you can only listen to this kind of music, or you can only dress this kind of way, or you can only talk this kind of way, or you can only date this kind of woman, you're now imposing yet more restrictions on black people that only exist because of white supremacy. And so in a way, you're still chained to the shackles of white supremacy when you put yourselves in these restrictive boxes. At least that's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, clearly these guys, they are not in any way anti-black from what I've seen.
Yeah.
They're very, very embracing of their blackness.
Yeah, we got this stuff. Some new shit for our fans and something like that. Let's go to the dark hour. Oh, because of light. Yeah, bad club shit. I got it tied.
Studio crazy.
There is a Baphomet statue.
Oh shit.
Baphomet statue is insane,
it's
bro.
my jeweler.
You speak English?
Baphomet statue is crazy.
Видишь, silent.
He is?
I don't know. Why didn't he respond right away? Ты сатанист, брат? Сразу, да, нет. Are you sure you want to enter that room with this guy? You're going in alone. Don't go, bro. The money doesn't work. Fuck that shit.
Bro, and then it's red.
He's the safest that nigga in this bed.
Oh, okay.
You like Satan?
Yeah.
Of course, it'd be the one white dude in the clique. The one white dude in the clique, he got the Baphomet statue. What the fuck?
You like?
Yeah, I like.
God, you know like?
I like God.
Okay.
My God.
Hey, who's your God?
Кто твой бог?
Devil.
Oh shit.
What do you do when the devil appears in the name you're not ready for? Huh? You think it's a joke?
Мне после этой жизни уже унаследован определенный чин.
I shall get my inheritance in the afterlife.
Ты готов к этому? The devil can fuck you in this life.
Да, мы порой занимаемся этим.
He says he fucked the devil in this bed. He fucked... Oh, the devil fucks you or you fuck the devil? Что происходит? Ты трахаешь дьявола, или дьявол тебя трахает?
Nah, that's insane, though.
I rebuke you.
In
In the name of Jesus, rebuke.
That's so crazy, bro. Niggas would be fucking getting drunk off Crown and smoking blunts and fucking hoes And then, you know what I'm saying, as soon as you show them some Satan shit, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Bro, people are funny, man.
What is going on?
Check this out.
I don't want to go in there, nigga. Nah.
Let's go.
Get me out of this shit, bro. What is going on, bro? I want no problems. We cool, right?
In the name of Jesus.
Hey, tell him cast no spells.
He did it by his own hands with the microscope here.
You talking about a fist? Did you not see a Satan ritual? My mind is right now, bro. We are in. I forgot. We are in Russia. Y'all see the title? What the fuck? I've been with niggas this whole time. The first
You know what's so crazy? Russia is actually one of the most Christian cultures on the fucking planet, bro. They got so many churches in Russia. They're all Orthodox for the most part.
White guy I talked to. I see a Satan. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Show me the jury. Show me the jury. In America, you see a white dude reach in the bag, bro. He finna shoot this bitch up.
Где то, которое с...
Basically, he's the master.
Yeah, he's the master.
Master? We call white people master in Russia?
No, the master of jewelry.
When did y'all niggas sell y'all soul, bro?
Are you Christian?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
No.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
I guess.
Show how he's как полировать?
Polishes
How he's polishing the jewelry.
Show me how we pray, bro. Like, y'all show me other shit. Show me how we pray. Show me how we go to church, bro. Show me how we worship Jesus.
If I'm not believing in this God shit, so I don't believe in this devil.
Or who knows? Yeah, I'm just saying that because I seen Pootie be on some wild shit that I don't know if a real church boy will be on that kind of timing, you know what I'm saying? But hey, maybe who knows? Maybe he like really gave his life to Christ and all that shit.
Shit, I don't give a fuck about all of it. I believe in...
You know what I'm saying? You got some versions of Christianity where you can still, you know what I'm saying, have a good time and be a Christian. And so maybe that's the kind he subscribed to. And that's good for him. That's dope for him.
We are all mad. I told you, bro. For a black person to be in Russia, you have to be bizarre.
Hey, Katrina, bad bitch just like Trina. Hey, I call her all women. Ray-Ban
For a second, I was like, oh, is this what Russian rap sound like? But nah.
Hey, I fucked up the family. Y'all fucked up the family. Y'all fucked up the family. White hoe animal. Hey, she just wants some animal. Hey, call that animal. I call it the animal. Hey, shit, Ray-Ban Santana. Hey, Ray-Ban Santana. Hey.
I hope this shit don't get copyrighted. I'm gonna have to cut this out.
Hey, I fucked up the family. Hey, I fucked up the family. Hey, I do that shit dirt. Hey, I do that big dirt. Hey.
I was born here. Yeah, I was born in a little town, and when I was 14 years old, I moved to St. Petersburg. Moved to St. Petersburg with my mama. She's black too. She is the first female black rapper in Russia.
What?
Your mom raps?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Wait, there's female rappers in Russia?
A little. My mom was the first, like, she opened those gates, you know. My dad, he's African. He was just studying here. My mom, like, didn't say to him that he has a child. And he moved back to Africa without knowing that he had a son here.
Bro, why do women do shit like that? Ladies, please put in the comment section if you know somebody, know any women that have gotten pregnant by a guy and didn't tell the guy. What is the logic behind that? Why do they do that?
Have you and him spoke?
Yes. He found me like when I was 21.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Like
so
Jesus. I'm in
33.
Jesus.
your mom is a rapper here. How did that work? Was she popular? Was she big?
She was underground. She was actually an underground moving with some stuff, gangster shit.
Really?
All of it, yeah.
So your mom is street. She hood.
Yeah, she's from the street.
Oh shit, that's
From
crazy.
the hood. Actually, she was the wife of the first famous white Russian rapper in
Whoa.
Your story's fucking insane.
That is
so
crazy.
You have tattoos and everything. I want to talk about this Putin tattoo.
Vladimir Putin, yeah.
Why'd you choose to get it?
You know, actually, when the war starts, a lot of people say a lot of not really good shit about Russia or something like that. And I was like showing that I don't give a fuck. I was born here. I will just say it loud.
You got this as a way to show like Russia's
It's my
pride.
message, yeah, it's my message. I was in the, как сказать, братан, что я служил в армии?
He was in Russian army.
Oh, you was in the army.
Yeah.
In Russia, once you reach 18, you're obliged to serve for a year. Only if you go to a college, then you can skip it.
Did you have to do that?
I'm not a citizen.
Okay, it's only for citizens.
Yeah.
What was everybody's like thoughts?
Ooh, what was that little disclaimer right there?
Did you have to do that?
I'm not a citizen.
Okay, wow. Russia doesn't grant automatic birthright citizenship. Citizenship here is based on blood, not birthplace. Whoa. Whoa, you got to have that Russian biology, that Russian DNA to become a citizen. Yeah, okay.
Okay, it's only for citizens.
Yeah.
What was everybody's like thoughts when you got the tattoo?
When I get the tattoo, like 50,000 of subscribers get off from me like in 1 hour.
Wow.
Wait, so how did the Russian people react?
In Russia, there is a lot of people who doesn't like this shit, like the government and something like that.
Yeah.
But actually, when I was a little boy, it was a lot of skinheads in Russia.
Yeah.
Like they killed black people, they killed with the knife. Even my mom have a scar here. They got it in the chest, you know.
Yeah.
And I was 5 years old. And when Putin came, he like he stopped all of
crime.
this shit. Yeah.
So-
and that is why I respect this guy, you know.
I
Have
see.
you traveled anywhere before?
Hey, man, I can see why you would get behind a guy like that politically in terms of supporting him. I mean, me personally, I haven't dug too deep into like Russian lore and what's going on with them politically. From what I can see, I am definitely not supportive of what they're doing to Ukraine. But I can totally see how if when you were a kid, your mom got stabbed by some like racist white people, and then this guy comes into office and he puts a stop to all of that shit, I can see how you'd be like, yeah, you know what? I fuck with this guy.
People would like react differently if you
Actually, yes, I think yes, but I don't give a f***. It's my position, and I'm peaceful enough to don't give a f*** about it.
Right. Would you ever want to travel to the USA?
Yes, of course, because I was raised on rap culture, hip hop culture. I want to check it out from my own eyes, you know.
Let me ask too, because you got a face tattoo.
Yeah.
What was the decision to do that? Like, how old were you when you got your face tattoo?
23.
Were you ever worried, like, damn, I can't get a job?
I wanted to block a way for me to get a simple, just a normal job.
The person I
Bro,
interviewed...
I can't lie to you. I've heard this shit. I've heard niggas like Lil shouldn't even say niggas because he's not black. But, you know, Lil Xan, I think it was Lil Xan I heard say that shit in an interview. Oh, yeah, you know, I got my face tatted to prevent me from getting a regular job. Well, I'll tell you what, there's a lot of dudes with face tats right now driving around doing Uber Eats. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing external that you need to do or to implement in order to be successful. It's a mindset thing. You feel me? It's a mindset thing.
In Osaka, Japan, told me the same thing. How many face tattoos do you have?
I don't remember.
Damn, oh yeah, you got some on your forehead.
Yeah. Even my girlfriend has.
She has a Uzi on her face.
Yeah, when she became my girlfriend, I say, you will never go to the job.
Really?
Do this shit on your face. I wanted to make her an artist, and I produced an album for her.
I ain't gonna lie, that sound toxic as fuck. That sound like you trying to trap this chick.
Do this shit, it will be easier for you not to think about normal jobs.
Yeah. Get this face tat, and I'll take care of you forever.
One of my biggest concerns was coming here was about how strict cops and stuff are. You being black, you having all these tattoos.
I mean, they got dripping in Russia though. They you know what I'm saying? These dudes, they got it on, bro. They got some drip in Russia. Okay.
Strict when it comes to locals?
Он спрашивает, типа, как ты думаешь, копы в России менее агрессивны, чем американские копы?
They're not aggressive at all. Да нет, нихуя. Там они сразу убивают, братан. I was famous already. I was just walking through the street smoking. And two cops come over me and they just rapped my song. And they did nothing to me.
Oh, so cops here fuck with you?
Yeah, sometimes they come like that and they take a photo.
In the USA, most rappers...
Now, I wonder if they're chill with him just because he's famous, or are they just chill in general in regards to black people?
With the cops. How about out here?
I mean, guys, you got to understand, America is damn near a police state at this point. In a lot of other countries, the police is very chill. It's intense. It's crazy how America has the largest prison population in the world, even though there's so many countries like China that have a much larger population.
People like the cops
I'm just
here.
laughing on them, but I don't hate them.
Do you feel like it's easier to make it in the entertainment business in Russia because you're black?
Not. Because all white people, they are not hating black people, but they don't understand us. And for them, it's difficult to get your culture. It's difficult to... Because in USA, everyone knows what is it, black culture.
Right.
And
they're not
in Russia, it's just in the beginning, you know?
Yeah.
It's just... I was the first who gave them a chance to understand what is it, even when you're black. It's not as easy.
Do they consider you Russian the same way you consider yourself Russian? Not even consider, the same way you are. Do they accept you?
Yes, after I passed the Russian army, after I do
they're like,
some
okay,
Russian
he did
stuff,
everything.
It was like, oh, he's Russian. And when they heard my music, they understand what I'm talking about. They get my Russian accent and all of it. They get that I'm Russian, actually. When I went to Africa...
Yeah, bro, I believe that because it's just like that in Jamaica, bro. You know, like I've said before, we got Chinese Jamaicans, we got Indian Jamaicans. they got the Jamaican accent. They move and talk and act and think like a Jamaican. When you see that person, bro, when you interact with that person, you think, oh, this is a Jamaican. You don't think that he is something else living in Jamaica. And it's like that in a lot of places. And so I can believe that it's like that in Russia.
It's more difficult to prove them that I'm African than here to prove that I'm Russian. They say, oh, you're white, you're not black. Because in Africa, like, when you have a little piece of white blood, you're white. And in America, when you have a little piece of black, you are black.
Really?
I never considered that.
Yeah, they was like...
Wow. So if you just got a little bit of European DNA in Africa, is it real? To my Africans watching this, is this how y'all really see it? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. They got the one drop rule in reverse in Africa. I ain't never heard that before.
Saying you're white, you're not black. And
Yeah, fuck our interviews.
Marina. So actually living in Russia, it's not like all the time we don't think about politics. We don't give a fuck about all this conflict and something like that, you know, because we know that politics is politics and war is war. It's some bullshit, like it's not concerning to us. When you see some people who really thinks about that, it's just because maybe there are nothing to think about. Yeah, because normally we're just chilling about all of this shit. If you will,
there's actually a really good reason why things are so political in America, and it's because America is based what does it mean to be American? Think about it. When people say, oh, you're not being American, they talk about, you know, if you are against capitalism, if you are not for the military industrial complex, you don't support the troops, you know what I'm saying? Like, America, to be American is very ideological. And so that's why we have so much division on ideological basis. Whereas in a lot of other cultures, to be like considered Russian here, Chinese, right? Even Jamaican, it's not average. Like, no one would say to a Jamaican, let's say that you're a Jamaican and you're for socialism or you're a hyper capitalist. No one is going to look at either of those and say, oh, you're not being Jamaican. Being Jamaican is more about the culture and the history. And it's like that in a lot of other places, especially if the country, the nation is very old. You know what I'm saying? Or if the people in that place have been there for a very long time. But America it's very ideological, what it means to be an American.
Get out and scream that Russia is bullshit. Russia, of course, they will act like aggressive, you know, onto your side, but normally they don't give a fuck.
They're happy people, just chilling, just vibing, go to the restaurants, go to the clubs.
I have a lot of Ukrainian fans, you know, and after this shit, less.
Yeah, he lost some Ukrainian friends for that Putin tat.
And before we continue, football and basketball season is back, and Prize Picks is the best.
Damn, is this Batman? What the fuck are they laughing? Wait, why are they laughing?
Speak about the spy Natasha.
Okay.
Okay. Movies, they have a spy.
We do have.
Okay. So I skipped it. He basically asked them, "Are there any Russian stereotypes that aren't true?" Like, you know what I'm saying? And so basically, he's saying that the whole idea that Russia is filled with female spies that get sent out to other countries to seduce men, politicians and people in power, and then compromise them. He says that's like incredibly overblown, and most Russian spies are actually men. But you know what I'm saying, where there's smoke, there's fire. I believe they probably use that technique. I think every government probably uses that. Have a few baddie female spies that they send to other countries to compromise them. I think probably every major nation does that.
I think that's back and forth though, because y'all have movies with American spies too, right?
Yeah, but
it's not a thing.
Out of what I heard, there were not a lot of women spies. So that's just a
But in
stereotype
American
because
movies, you always get
it's
a woman spy.
A woman, she's beautiful, she's Natasha, she can get the information.
Yeah, she's hot.
That's the stereotype. That's
But
what
she's
I
with the
meant.
cops.
What's another stereotype that's not true?
Beers were running on the streets.
No joke. I hit him up. I was like, yo, maybe a long shot. Do you know where I could wrestle a bear?
Russians don't really have a connection with bears like that.
Right.
It's not that thing.
Oh, wow.
It's just about cats.
I haven't
Russian
seen one
people.
cat.
Bro!
You don't see them outside because they're all inside.
Bro, a girl I told like I like you, but we're not sleeping
With no fucking
cats
cat, yeah.
in this bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never had a
So Russians like cats the way how Americans like dogs, it would seem. Okay.
Plates, we cook food, and she's like, you cannot. And like,
Pause.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
look.
Whoa,
Zoom on me.
hey,
That's
yo.
crazy.
No, pause.
Bro,
Hey,
no, bro,
That's crazy.
Can we
Bro,
cut
I gotta
and
teach.
I'm showing a cat.
I gotta teach Russians
Eating
about pause, bro.
off of
no,
a plate.
listen.
This is a cat. This is not me.
Let me
about
tell you
the
when the
boys.
pause.
Okay.
No,
I don't know. I ain't never heard no cat slurp like that
There's a
before.
You're not supposed to do that.
Hey, oh.
What is wrong with you Americans?
That is a pause.
Pause, actually.
Bro,
No,
they've
no,
been
no,
pausing
no.
every 1 minute. Let's
Yeah.
bounce
Oh, yeah.
from here to there.
Pause, bro.
Why?
Like, men don't bounce.
We bounce in Russia.
No!
Oh.
I arrived to Russia 2012. I'm a 32 years Sudanese who lived his first 10 years in Sudan, the second 10 years in Saudi Arabia, then the third 10 years here in Russia.
Oh, I'm gonna try on that.
You have to.
How much? You know what? I'm finna this shit up.
Let's go. Let's take a picture. Yeah, where?
Me too. Ask him why did he want a photo.
Почему ты подошел, попросил фоткать? So you see this reaction? This is basically the reaction when every time Russian people come to you and you start speaking in Russian.
Потому что вы крутые ребята.
Is it because you guys are so cool?
I forgot I had this on my head, bro. Bigger size? Biggest size. Like,
Просто фоткаться, то не надо. Если вы будете покупать, то тогда мы дадим. Если просто фоткаться, то нет.
yup. Because of the yup. The biggest.
She like, look, man, you gotta buy some shit if you gonna take pictures in here.
So how'd you end up here?
You gotta buy something, bro.
I mean, like, Moscow wasn't even in my list of top 10 options. My uncle, he came to Moscow at 1992. He's my father's favorite brother. He was like, yo, make Mohammed come here to study in
Why?
Moscow.
But why did they choose Moscow?
For my father, it was like one of the best options. For a lot of Africans, they see Russia as the friend.
The white
Yeah,
friend.
the white friend. For Sudan,
really?
Russia is much better than, let's say, USA, United Kingdom.
Really?
Yep.
Hey! Wait, but why?
There is a lot of countries on that side of the world which see America as the #1 enemy.
Really?
Done.
So like,
Why are you so
okay,
surprised?
okay,
man?
ready? So to us in the States, this is the ultimate do not go place. This is like a level 4 or 5 do not travel.
Russia. Wow.
Bro, on the website it literally said we can't help you if anything goes wrong.
What?
Yes.
But
like
that's because of the bad connection between...
Exactly.
Yeah.
To places like Mexico, Central America, coming to the US, chasing that American dream. For other countries there, it's like this is chasing that Russian dream.
It's not the
It's
Russian
not even
dream.
Russian dream.
Russia is the ally against the colonial powers of Britain,
America,
France,
Europe.
Belgium,
Right.
Germany.
Yes, sir.
It's the good white friend.
For a lot of
Right.
Africa. And I don't know why he said so, but I
Northern
think a
Africa,
lot of-
Central Africa, and
I
Eastern
mean, like,
Africa. In
or anything.
Nigeria as
They
well, they don't really give a about Russia.
And sometimes I
Until
think
Putin.
it's...
What?
that reaction of you seeing the name.
What?
I got a 20-word list I can't say.
It's a fact.
Top word on that
No, that's
list
a
begins
good
with a
Fact.
P.
No, but you know why Nigerians love Putin? Because the Brits left Nigeria in shambles. And now you have one guy
Okay.
resisting NATO, the EU, Putin alone resisting the white colonial powers.
Yeah, let's stop shouting.
Is that?
That's
Why
a
are you
bad.
acting weird,
No,
bro?
we just don't have to shout in the street. Because we're in the middle of the
I like this guy, bro. I like this guy. We do
Bro,
not have to shout that, bro.
content over everything.
Bro,
Content over freedom,
Nah,
bro.
anyway, what?
Pretty much, bro. How do I stay safe and
Bro,
get
you know what it's sounding like? It sounded like you hear how a lot of Americans, especially white nationalists, Christian nationalists, far right people, you hear how they're obsessed or they're constantly talking about how they don't like how Israel has so much influence and has such a presence in America and seems to be. It sounds like for a lot of these other nations, that's how they feel about America, bro. That's how they feel about America. interesting.
Private jet home.
Maybe even worse, because unlike America, you know what I'm saying, that nation over there, they're not sending the military into all these other countries. Now they are, you know what I'm saying, we already know what's going on with Palestine, but okay, I can understand that.
Out of the entire world, right now, Taylor Swift is top 10.
Okay, off camera, we started having a conversation about how big some American artists are globally.
Famous artists.
That's a fact.
Artists.
If we go walk down the streets of Moscow,
I'm talking about today.
Извините. Здравствуйте, можно вопрос? Вы знаете Тейлор Свифт? Да. Знаете Тейлор? Да. That's one. А вы знаете Тейлор Свифт? Да. Вот. Two. Йоу. Извините, пожалуйста. А скажите, вы знаете Тейлор Свифт?
Тейлор Свифт?
Да.
Да, знаю.
5 out of 5.
Да.
Знаете?
Да.
6 out of 6. А вы знаете Тейлор Свифт?
Да, yes, I know.
Yes, everybody's fucking heard about Taylor Swift, no doubt.
Bro, you are our driver. Okay.
in Moscow.
You just no. Wait, but also. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, nigga, he just won 7 out of 7.
You in Moscow.
This is Russia.
Moscow is not Russia, bro. Moscow is not
That's a
Russia.
fact.
That's something you guys have to
but let me
understand. You reach Volgograd, you reach Chelyabinsk, you reach Syktyvkar, my nigga.
Yeah, you know what? I've heard a similar thing about China, that Hong Kong is very different from the rest of China. So sounds like Moscow is the Hong Kong of Russia. And even in America, we kind of have our own version of that to some degree, which I would say is New York. You know, it's very cosmopolitan, very open to peoples of all places, very tapped into the global market and global culture. And so it's sounding like Moscow is like New York and Hong Kong. Probably London is that for the UK.
That's some places they're not interested in this
No,
music.
but
This
they know 50 Cent. People
no.
that do not know rap, they
Toronto in Canada.
know 50 Cent. He's the black guy.
50 Cent is the guy who gets 9 bulls here. He was a legend. You don't know what you heard about me.
No.
You was about the candy shop.
50 Cent is the poster boy of black people in non-black countries. No one knows shit. They know 50 Cent.
Snoop Dogg's, I would think
More
Snoop
Snoop
Dogg
Dogg
is famous.
more Snoop Dogg than 50 Cent.
You know who is like 50 Cent? Kanye West.
I would say Kanye. I would think, because y'all live on the other side of the road. Well, you know, I would assume, because I'm sure I'm on the other side of the road to y'all too. Kanye West, because he has the shoes.
Yes,
he
Kim
has,
Kardashian. When Kanye West married Kim Kardashian,
No, you about
he
to say-
breached the audiences. He went into the white audiences.
He made her famous.
He made her famous that there in your country. Here in our places, she made him famous.
Really?
Yeah, Kim Kardashian gives.
Wait. In
What?
Russia, they think Kim Kardashian made Kanye famous?
Bro, a lot of
Take me
Russians
to the
don't know.
airport,
A lot
let
of
me
Russian
go
people
home.
don't know
What
that
the
she
You know
was.
why? You know why? Because Kim Kardashian's Armenian.
Is there a lot of Armenians in Moscow?
What?
Yeah, I heard the accent, right? I should probably move after that.
So we're passing by the biggest library in Russia, Lenin's Library.
This looks grand.
Just as in the U.S., you have the Senate and you have the House of Representatives. This is the House of Representatives. Государственная Дума.
All the decisions in this country
From this building, yeah. This is where.
everything.
Bro, what is that building?
This is the FBI headquarters.
Yeah, that shows. Yeah. Look.
These are real Putin friends,
yeah,
bro.
bro.
Putin friends.
Hey, whoa! Stop with the word.
That's not the F word.
Putin is from the KGB.
Bro.
KGB.
I feel like you could say the word Putin, bro. I feel like he's doing a lot.
Russian FBI control the country. Everyone knows. Hello, this Putin brother. Do you like Putin's leg? Send $10,000. You could be rich as fuck. But if a KGB captain doesn't like you, you're done. Bro,
He wanted to go out, right?
you are done.
What is the KGB?
I just said it. It's the Russian FBI.
I
It's the
think it's
Russian
even
CIA,
mixed CIA with
and
the FBI.
And the KGB controls everything in Russia. You could be an army
And in
general.
America.
Mind you, there's a whole KGB behind us, by the way.
Yeah. And that's even a black Namira.
What the fuck is a black Namira, bro? What the fuck? What?
Oh,
bro,
shit.
wait.
Oh, shit.
Wait, no. What's a black Namira? What's a black Namira? No. Bro, there's buses. There's buses. No. Why are we speeding? Why are we speeding? We just went 100 and they let you drive me to the airport. Now.
He doing too much. It's not that deep. But that's the effect of propaganda, man.
What? We as black people, wherever we're from, we are loud.
Bro, but from what I'm seeing, just looking around at the environment, Russia look a lot like America, bro. In some ways, I should say. And they look like they have all of the luxuries of modern, sophisticated society. It seems like a first world country from what I'm seeing. Yeah. At least in Moscow. Maybe it gets very different once you go out to the countryside.
We've had a ton of situations of people coming to us like, yo, why are you shouting? And we're just like, yo, Mohammed,
like this.
That's universally black.
You think so?
Like Africans from any country, they're lively.
They're emotional.
It's not being loud.
Nigerians speak very loud.
Bro,
too. Yeah,
if I start speaking like a Nigerian now, if I start speaking like I'm using my whole body to communicate. Because I cannot just be standing there like, yo, Pudi, this is the Moscow. No, I have to like, yo, Pudi, this is the Moscow.
Are most people here quiet?
99%, bro.
99.
That nigga's filming us right now behind your back, bro.
We
that
are
nigga's filming.
like
Let's
loud.
say hi.
What's up? You want to be in the video?
He speaks English. He speaks English.
He's like, fuck! He got me!
That's good.
You speak English, right?
Do a lot of people here speak English?
The thing is that Russia's education is one of the best in the world. So you have schools, like public schools, you don't have to
He's like, what the fuck? Damn, bro, just called him out too.
pay a dime for, where you learn English, French, and German without paying money for that shit.
But yeah, like in the U.S. high school, you can learn French.
Wait, write in the comments, how many Americans speak French?
Here's what it is. It's not the educational system. We don't really learn about like internationally stuff. All my international stuff I learned was as an adult in the last like 7-8 years.
If we match a college graduate from America
and from
with a high school graduate in Russia, the high school graduate will fuck. If you're not from Harvard,
we learned a lot of.
Bro, I've said it before. The American public schooling system, very, very bad. Very bad.
About our history, we learn about. This our history.
He's not telling me our history.
You don't like America, do you?
Bro, it's not about I don't like America. I know the fact about.
Let me ask.
I love America actually, and the American dream and everything, but I know all the facts and the truth. I mean, like, I can't say that Americans are stupid and still loving America. That's the fact. Americans are stupid.
I ain't saying that. I ain't saying Americans are stupid at all. Not at all. I'm just saying the public schooling system here just is not as robust or as demanding as it is in a lot of other places. And maybe that's because they don't have access to the same level of wealth. And so they try to equip their peoples with more skills that make them marketable to the global economy. Whereas the average American, they aren't planning on moving outside of America. You know what I'm saying? And so who knows? Maybe that's it. But also, I do think that we do not prioritize education in this country, unfortunately.
Like, I hope to go there.
Bro,
Okay, what's your true thoughts about Americans?
I never dreaming about going to America. Not today, not tomorrow, not after tomorrow.
Because he comes from the other parts of the world. From the Saudis, the Ethiopians, the Sudan, the Iraqs.
Let me ask you a question. This is very important, right? Tyler, I remember when she came to the U.S., had like got in trouble because she said she wasn't black. Because in South Africa, if you're mixed, you're colored, right? Does that same rule apply to like over here?
That's
so like,
kinda, yeah, yes, we have it here.
So like, if someone's mixed, they don't consider them black.
They don't consider themselves
not all of them
black.
No, but how about the others? Like, what do they consider?
You don't have a black population in Russia. What you have is immigrants in Russia.
But that's different for you though, because you're born and raised there.
I'm 1 in a million, bro. Like your family, they've been in America like 7 generations, 8 generations.
Yeah,
12,
since like the transatlantic slave trade.
Let's take the UK. Yeah? They have like 3 generations, 4 generations.
More than 3 generations.
I don't think that we'll ever get to that point in Russia. Most black people in Russia, for them, Russia is like a place. You live here, you work here, and then you move.
You remember in a car when I was saying that Russia is a white country? That's what I meant. This can be like minimum the second house, but this place can never be our first house.
Really?
Never. As I told you, 10 years Sudan, 10 years Saudi Arabia, I have like 3 different homes. Home is where my mom is. If I bring my mom to Russia, I'll stay with her in Russia. Damn. I would take all of you.
Shit look mid to me, but what about it is like making it not feel like home to you?
Look around.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not only this. I mean, like anytime. Look, it's been 12 years. I can be walking in the center of the city, and some people gonna make me feel like, why did you come to our place and what are you doing? Take your thing and leave. Russia gives me a lot. I love Russia.
Yeah.
And Sam knows this. I really love this country for many, many different reasons. But for me, it's not my house yet.
Yeah, doesn't seem like a place that black people should want to move to personally. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't seem like that. But it's nice to know that the black people that are there, they can find a way to, you know what I'm saying, live life and enjoy themselves.
Do you feel like it's kind of harder breaking into the comedy scene as a black woman here in Russia?
No, I don't think so. Maybe it helps me in the beginning.
Oh, it helped?
Yeah.
You like stand out in a way.
Yes, and they don't know nothing about
Yeah, me personally, bro, I'm either living in America or Jamaica, bro. I don't really see myself, you know, I'd love to visit other places, and maybe if I did visit other places, I might find, hey, I could see myself living here, but America or Jamaica for me, bro, personally.
Is your subject matter, are you mostly discussing like black issues or something, like black jokes?
Few black jokes in the beginning, and about my experience like woman.
I never would have expected a woman in comedy in Russia, furthermore black. I thought that was so interesting, especially as a career path here. So does Russia have a big comedy scene?
You know, it's new, maybe for 20 years now. They say like stand-up comedian is a new rap.
It's new to rap.
What's a popular like Russian drink?
Alcoholic?
Yeah.
Vodka.
Why is vodka so popular?
I don't
Bro,
know.
it's so crazy hearing these Russian accents come out of these black people's mouths, bro. It's crazy. Vodka.
You can make it at home, so why
Y'all
not?
don't drink tequila here, right?
No, girls drink tequila.
Yeah.
А вы сможете на английском объяснить, что это на
Да, конечно.
Да.
Okay, we want have 2 infusions with
The
fresh.
black woman has to turn to the white Russian man to explain to the black American in English. That's crazy. She's like, my English is not good. Shoot, I can't even pretend. I don't even know what Russians sound like, bro. How do you even imitate the Russian language?
Cranberry or fresh cherry, okay?
I speak Russian, bro. That's Russian, I'm gonna say.
You picked it up a little bit.
It's good. It tastes good. It tastes like a small mixed drink. So, how did you end up in Russia?
How? My parents were students in Soviet Union.
What country?
Guinea-Bissau.
Okay, Guinea-Bissau.
This is West Africa. So now my mom works in embassy.
She works in the Guinea-Bissau embassy.
Here. Yeah.
In Russia. She just came as a student and she liked it a lot. Did your dad come here at the same time?
My dad was here before my mom.
They already knew each other?
They
First
met
time?
here.
Oh,
Yeah.
so they just must liked it. They was like, oh, this is fire. Let's just stay here.
Da.
Does most people who travel here for school, do they end up liking Russia?
Yeah, of course, of course. I was in Guinea-Bissau like in September, and my relatives who was students here, they know the language till now.
Do you think a lot of mixed people here embrace their
Blackness?
Their blackness, yeah.
No, I feel sorry for them because I think this is a journey, and most of them they don't feel like they're black.
Do you feel like there's a lot of
Yeah, that's what I would have expected.
Yeah.
But it goes back to that problem where a lot of them don't embrace it.
But I have my friends.
You see the difference it makes though. It all comes down to the parent. It's not really about the environment. If the parents prioritize empowering and you know what I'm saying, making sure their children embrace their blackness, then we see what happens. You would get niggas in Russia. But I imagine a lot of black men especially probably move to Russia, get themselves a nice Russian wife, and try to, you know what I'm saying, Russianate their, okay. They're like, you're Russian. That's what you are. You are Russian. Don't think of yourself as African, as American, as Caribbean. You're Russian. And then, of course, that kid, he gonna get himself a Russian wife. And then by the third generation, you wouldn't even know that there was any black in it.
Like, we're friends not because we're black.
Right. But I feel like that's common though. Even in the US, if you're Hispanic, then you're naturally gonna also want to be around people who have your same life experiences.
I always like the idea of sisterhood, you know.
Yeah. Do you ever feel like it's missing here in Russia? Like sisterhood?
Yeah.
You have a lot of black girlfriends here?
Not a lot, but yeah, 2, 3. I'm glad, but I want us to be like be girls' night, you know, like making braids to each other. I feel like I don't have enough.
What do you think it'll need to take for there to be more, I guess, black women here too?
There are a bunch of black people here, but Russia is too big, so we just like
not all live in one location. So what flavor is this?
Blackberry.
See, now we did opposite.
Yeah.
This one's good.
This is my favorite.
Does that happen a lot? When you walk out in public, you get recognized?
Sometimes.
Are you like used to it now?
No, I'm shy, but it feels nice. It warms my
How are you
heart.
shy if you're a stand-up comedian? Being a stand-up comedian, that's probably one of the most bravest things to do.
Yes, but when I'm in a show, I am more confident and strong. I can do it. But in life, I'm like.
You know how brave you have to be? Like a lot of
you know, but it's crazy. A lot of entertainers are actually like that, man. They get on the stage and they turn into a different person, but then they come off the stage and then they are like introverts and shit.
But don't have the guts for that.
This is my other side.
If you're a naturally shy person, how do you like lock into that?
I'm shy like this person. I feel like I have some masks when I'm a comedian, Bella, and Bella like homegirl. This is two different Bella.
Y&W Melly versus Melvin. The comedy you and the real life you is two different people.
She's confident, she can tell her shit out. It's okay.
Yeah.
God damn, look at this nigga right
her
here.
Shit out. It's okay.
Yeah.
This is what I think of when I think of like fucking Russians, bro. What's a real Russian name?
One of the things
Malachi?
I heard about coming here, it's not really possible to be an entrepreneur here or to get rich. If you're like a business owner or whatever, your funds are like controlled by the government and there's no real entrepreneurs. But I'm here, I see the most Maybachs I've ever seen in my life. I see the most nice cars I've ever seen.
Right.
So I know people getting money, but is it actually possible to be an entrepreneur? To actually possible to get rich?
One of the best things about Russia is that Russia is a developing country. So you have a lot of opportunities to make money. It's quite easy for you to find a venture to make money, a venture to get big.
Let's say you have a business, and let's say after the business profits for the year, it profits a flat even 1 million USD.
Yeah.
Let's say you're the only owner or whatever.
Yeah.
How much of that do you get to keep after profits?
It's not hard to make it. In Russia, it's hard to keep it. As soon as you get big, you become a like global company that has to do with national interest, a company that has, let's say, 10 or millions of Russians using their services.
But is it your? But like,
it's yours. So when you reach that level, the government is like, knock, 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 knock. We want the data. We want parts of the money.
It has some truth to it, but it's not full truth to it.
It has some truth, yeah.
So like, it's like you're able to be an entrepreneur, but once you get too rich, then now it's like you have no choice but to give us some of it.
Bro, that sounds fucking amazing, right? It's like, okay, once you get to a level of wealth, it's like you gotta share with the people. That's the way it should be. That's the way I think it should be, man. But
is there a certain number you think that like you have to?
You don't need billions and billions of dollars, bro. Nobody needs that. Nobody needs that, bro. Come on.
Hit before the government starts being inside of your pocket?
You know that there's Amazon, yeah? So in Russia we have Wildberries. That's something like Russian Amazon. There was a company selling goods.
Right.
And they became the biggest company in Russia. What does that mean? Money, access, and info.
And they was like, yo, we need some of that.
Knock, knock, knock.
Was it known how much percentage of that was taken?
No, you never find out. You just say that, yo, the owner of this bank sold it to the government.
And it was one of the things, it's like, you ain't got a choice.
You pay or lay down.
Right.
So it's not hard to get it in Russia.
Right.
It's hard keeping it.
Like Russia is like a
police state.
Police state, right?
Moscow is the safest city in Europe. Here,
every time I go somewhere,
safer than the US.
But every time I go somewhere, everybody be like, "This is the safest city in the world."
In Moscow, at any time of the day, any spot of the city, you can just be walking around throwing out money. No one will get.
There's a lot of stairs here, though. Sometimes it's like, "Oh, this person's fresh. Let me come take a picture with you." But I started to notice it's the same cadence of smile, same cadence of laugh,
the same approach,
every couple seconds.
Same questions,
yeah,
everything.
The same phrase over and over.
I want to take a photo.
Yeah. And then they go away laughing.
That's one of the bad sides of black experience in Russia. You never feel human. You're always a toy.
You was telling me there's a game that people play when they see a black guy.
Yeah, so let's say it's a group of 3 kids, yeah? And they see a black guy approaching them. The guy that notices the black guy first knocks his friend on the shoulder and he wins the game. Sometimes it be a group of 7 kids.
What the fuck? What the fuck? They got spot a nigga in Russia? They got Spot, the black guy in Russia. That's crazy.
And one guy just 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
they got that in America, but it's with like buggies, bro. It's like if you see a little buggy, you know, a little Beetle, those old school cars. I don't know if y'all young niggas ever played this shit, but you know, you see that, you get to like punch your friend. They got that for black people. That's crazy. That's wild.
Shit. Bro. Did you ever get offended from that?
Nah. Bro,
Never.
we are gods. We are gods.
Yeah.
And when you're black in Russia, you really feel it. You really feel the power of black presence. Because anywhere I go, room full of celebrities, even policemen, I feel that I don't want to say like an advantage, but some kind of influence on them. I don't know why is it. Maybe because black culture is so influential. Maybe because it just works on the contrast.
Yeah.
I don't know, but anywhere I get to in Russia, I feel the highest in the room.
That's what's up, man. That's dope. I love that.
So I asked this to a few of y'all. Do y'all consider Russia home?
Let me answer last.
Yeah.
Go for it. Who are talking about it? Yeah. No, you go first.
So, okay. I cannot consider Russia as a home. It could be a place that I would like to stay in, but it would never be the home with the meaning of home. And anytime you can hear it anywhere in Moscow, yo, go back to your place.
I see.
That's the thing.
So there is still a lot of racism, which is not surprising, right? A lot of racism, a lot of xenophobia in Russia. Not surprising for a country that it sounds like their citizenship is based not even on being born in Russia, but you have to have Russian blood. So I can definitely see how they look at immigrants and outsiders as outsiders. You can never really be Russian as an immigrant. And there are other places like that as well. I think Japan is also very similar where that's concerned. I think China is like that too, you know? And so there are pros and cons to everything. You know, America, to some people, you can be an immigrant and then become an American if you really embrace America. Definitely if you're born here, a lot of Americans will view you as American, even if you're a descendant of immigrants. And so there are trade-offs for every culture. You feel me? I mean, I love America, bro. I don't want to live anywhere else. I want America to become a better place. You feel me? It has such great potential. It's just that this unregulated capitalism, the wealth gap that we have, it's what's really tearing this country apart. I promise you, if we had a more equitable society, a society where it's easier for people to just make ends meet and to feel like, you know what, I can live my entire life and I don't ever have to really worry about going homeless or not being able to pay my bills, I think a lot of the bigotry we see in this country would go away, because I think it's born out of people feeling a sense of lack. And because of the way, you know what I'm saying, media, because of the propaganda, a lot of people, like racist white people, believe that the thing that's preventing them from having more are black people, are immigrants, are brown people. When in reality, it's the people at the top.
You feel, yo.
It's like they constantly like remind you that you're an outsider.
Yeah, of course. I was talking to Bill about this some time ago. We just immigrated in Russia. Yeah, we've been...
Bro, there's no excuse for America to not be the best country in the world by like a fucking light year, bro. But it's the greedy fucks at the very top of this shit that are holding everybody back. We should have the best education system, the best infrastructure, the best public transportation, the richest culture. We do have the richest culture here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have so much wealth. We have so many natural resources. America is geographically and objectively the best piece of land on the planet. There isn't a better piece of land that is conducive to wealth propagation. A lot of people like to talk about the fact that Africa is so rich with raw materials, and it is the most plentiful raw material place in the world, precious metals and shit like that, whole lot of shit. But the way Africa is set up geographically, it actually makes it very hard to engage in trade. It's a whole thing we can get into. America is just perfect, bro. Honestly, the way how it is geographically. And so all the pieces are here, man. All the pieces are here. We just gotta do some about making life easier for everybody, man.
Doing here, we're doing a lot of things. People like us and everything, but at the end, we came here.
For example, me, I consider like Russia home. I sort of see myself as this kind of person that I don't stay in a place, so I'm always here and there. I grew up here. I came here when I was 16. I didn't know shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
No, that's right. That's
Russia
right.
sort of shaped me to this person that you see.
But that's what I mean. I love Russia. Kind of patriotic of this country.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of. But that's not changing the fact that I still cannot say that Russia is my home.
So for me, it's the opposite. I cannot say Nigeria is my home. 'Cause
Right.
If I went back to Nigeria tomorrow, I'll be lost. Like, that's how bad it is.
I do want to talk about some positive. What is y'all favorite things about living in Russia?
I think it's really safe. And number two is transportation. Like the metro is super clean. There's never any delays with anything. Like you get on a train, bro, you get to where you're trying to go.
This is why I was saying.
This is what I'm saying. You know why the transportation system is so shit in America? It's because these billionaire car manufacturing companies and automobile companies, they essentially bribe politicians by lobbying millions of dollars, funding their campaigns and all that. And they do that in exchange for laws being passed that make America go more towards you need a car in order to get around. Because think about it. If America had an amazing transportation system, what's going to happen to the car market? What's going to happen to the automobile industry? They're going to have way less customers. You feel me? And so what do? They pay money, bribe these corrupt politicians. The politicians pass laws that impede the progression and development of our transportation system so that you're forced to buy a car to do what? Make these billionaires richer. And that's essentially what's going on with every major industry. It's the reason why we're still running off of oil instead of green power and nuclear. It's literally everything you can think about that is shit about your experience in America when compared to another country. At the root of it, I promise you, is always this: a greedy billionaire. All of your problems, bro. All of your problems. Think about it. 40 million people losing their SNAP benefits. What's happening? So they're going hungry. What's simultaneously happening in this country? Farmers are destroying millions and millions of dollars worth of produce because they can't sell it because of the tariffs that were put on, implemented by Trump. And so now these foreign countries that we usually export this food to, we're throwing it away because they're not selling it. Tell me how it's possible to have a country that is simultaneously throwing away millions of dollars worth of food while we have people on food stamps. And then the fucking Republicans and conservatives, they're so fucking brainwashed by the elite that instead of connecting the dots and saying, oh, well, maybe we should find a way to get this food we're throwing away to the people that are actually hungry. Maybe we can do that instead. What do? Right? They suck Trump's dick and pretend like the tariffs aren't hurting everybody. And then they demonize the people who are dependent on food stamps. You see? It's fucking wicked, bro. It's evil.
I cannot praise Russia without shitting on my country.
Oh my God, you don't.
Just listen, let
you don't
hear
have to
me,
just say it like
hear
this
me out. In my personal experience, all of the fucked up experiences that I've had in Russia hasn't been from Russians.
I had a bad experience, a lot of bad experience of Russian.
That's all I'm saying. Like Bella has been in the stand-up world for like 5 years, right? She has been top for the last 3 years. And Bella has a show of her own that she invented, came up to the company let's try this out. Despite the fact that she's been hot just for 2 years, they like the idea and now the show's out. There's no stumbling block. You don't have to know someone there to help you do something. If you have a nice idea, it will make money. Let's try it. Russians try shit.
To put a wrap on everything, what is something that y'all want to share to the world about being black in Russia? Where I'm from, a lot of people don't know y'all exist.
I would say, number one, there definitely is.
I definitely would not expect to go to Russia and find niggas like this. I didn't know this was a thing. And so this is real cool for Pootie to make this so visible.
Black community going on, but it's not integrated into the Russian society. And that's why y'all don't know that blacks exist in Russia.
You came, you saw, and you got surrounded by a lot of black people who do a lot of things here. We would like to share this with the other African and black from the other side.
We here, like, and when we're like, cool, let's be friends. You're very welcome here.
Yeah, so.
But what can you say about your experience?
My experience
as a black woman.
Bro, she's famous, she's making money, I think she's good.
Это даже не описать. Мне кажется, she could. I think
it's like ups and downs.
For her, it's more than like a message to them. Like, there's a black woman in Russia.
Nigga, why you talking for her? Let her talk, bro. Well, then again, her English isn't that good. Maybe that's what's going on there. But it's like, damn, bro, let her explain herself.
And I exist.
How you talking for her?
Famous black woman in Russia, Africa.
Like,
You are famous.
Okay.
Yeah,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Sometimes it's difficult, but if I can make it.
If we made it in Russia,
we could.
You can make it anywhere.
Yeah.
That's the main point. Because remember when we were talking, I was like, yo, for a black person to be born and raised, to stay here for 20 years, to have a family, it has to be something bizarre.
Yeah.
So we are like a testimony to the fact that if a black person could make it in Russia, you can make it anywhere.
Well, that's true. That's true. It's like what Jay-Z said, man, put me anywhere on God's green earth and I'm going, what do you say, triple my net worth or some shit like that? Some shit like that. I can't remember the bars word for word, but if you know Jay-Z's music, then you know what line I'm talking about. But yeah, man, so that's what's going on in Russia. Those are the black people in Russia, man. Seems like good people, cool people, chill people, fun time to be around. And looks like they're living good, man. I mean, this apartment looks real nice. I wonder whose apartment this is, but whose ever it is, they live in pretty nice, pretty comfortably, looking quite luxurious. Quality floors, quality lighting. You know what I'm saying? That shit a little hard. But all right, y'all, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, peace out.